Alright, so this is going to be a Costco sale and review of this Kirkland signature Italian sausage and beef lasagna. Alright, normal price of this $16.79. It was $3.80 off, so basically $13, alright, $12.99. Alright, so you get two of these. So alright, basically $6.50 per. Pretty cheap in my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, microwavable. Obviously, I'm not going to microwave it. Made with 100% USDA choice grade ground beef chuck, vine ripened tomatoes, whole milk mozzarella cheese, whole milk ricotta cheese. It's 48 ounces, 3 pounds, or 1.36 kilograms. Okay, again, you get two of these. So, comes like this. All right, you have this whole tray. And yeah, so here you go. Kirkland Signature Italian sausage and beef lasagna. Okay, here you go. Best if used by October 8th, 2025. This was purchased at the end of November. So basically 11 months, okay? Or actually close to, well, 10 to 11 months. All right. Nutrition facts: 6 servings per container. Serving size 1 cup, 226 grams, 410 calories. Total fat 22 grams, 28%. Saturated fat 10 grams, 50%. 80 milligrams of cholesterol, 27%. 890 milligrams of sodium, 39%. Carbs 30 grams, 11%. Fiber 3 grams, 11%. 7 grams of sugar, which includes 2 grams added sugars, 4%. And 23 grams of protein. There's 1 microgram of vitamin D, 6%. 254 milligrams of calcium, 20%. 2 milligrams of iron, 10%, and 584 milligrams of potassium, 10%. All right. Consumers with food allergies and food sensitivities, please read the ingredient statements carefully. All right, obviously. Okay, and then only the paper sleeve. This is recyclable. Everything else is pretty much garbage. Okay, there's the UPC code. Here you go. Ingredients are tomatoes, fine ripened ground tomatoes, tomato puree, pear tomatoes, salt, calcium chloride, and citric acid. There's cooked pasta made from semolina wheat, and then water and egg whites. And then we got cooked zesty Italian sausage made with pork, water, spices, salt, garlic powder. Then there's whole milk ricotta, cheese, whey, which is made with whey, cream, vinegar, and salt. Then there's whole milk mozzarella cheese made from milk, cheese cultures, salt, and enzymes. There's tomato puree, ground choice beef from chuck, cooked Italian sausage made from pork, spices, water, salt, sugar, natural flavorings, and paprika. There's Romano cheese made from part skim cow's milk, cheese cultures, salt, and enzymes. There's caramelized onions. Oreo, what's going on? All right, caramelized onions are onions and canola oil. And then there's rice, starch, spices, sugar, water, Parmesan cheese made from milk, cheese cultures, salt, and enzymes. There's garlic, red wine, extra virgin olive oil, salt, cornstarch, spinach, and onion. This contains wheat, eggs, and milk, so if you're allergic to any of those, then be careful. And you can see it's distributed by Costco. Okay, so here you go. Here are the cooking instructions. Heat the oven to 375 before placing lasagna in oven. Remove 1 sealed lasagna pan from the twin pack and sleeve. So we did that part already. Place lasagna pan on a clean baking sheet and cut a 2-inch slit in the film cover. So we'll put it on a baking sheet and then cut a 2-inch slit. And then you put it in the center of the oven, middle rack, and cook for 55 minutes on bake. Alright, do not cook on broil. Since I have a smaller oven, I might have to do what I did with the pizza, because last time I cooked the lasagna like that, the top kind of got more burnt. So we'll put it on the lower thing for most of it, and then for like the last 5 to 10 minutes, we'll move it to the middle slot. Okay, so there you go. Remove from the oven. Carefully remove film cover and continue cooking for 10 minutes to brown. Remove from oven and let stand for 5 minutes. Ovens vary, so adjust baking time and temperatures as needed. Cook until product reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not use lasagna pan to reheat unused portions. Okay, and then you can also cook it in the microwave. So you take it out, cut the 2-inch slit, and then put it in the microwave and cook on high for 10 minutes. Remove the film, reduce the power level to 50%, and then cook for an additional 14 minutes. Let stand in microwave for 5 minutes. I've never cooked it this way. I wonder if maybe I should do it that way. Should I try it? We got 2 of them, so I guess we'll try baked and we'll try microwaved, and then we'll compare the 2. That's a lot of lasagna though. But all right, let's do it so you can see the difference. All right, I'm gonna set up the oven and then I'll be back. All right, let's go ahead and cut those 2-inch slits in here. Okay, got that one, and this one. There's gonna be a lot of lasagna. All right. Okay, so there we go. We got the slits cut in. We're gonna have to wait till the oven preheats, and yeah, I'll do the oven baked one first because obviously microwaving it is much faster. So while the oven baked one is somewhat resting, then we'll be doing the microwaving portion. Okay. All right, it's done preheating. So let's get this tray onto this baking sheet, baking pan, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I need to move this out of the way. Open this up, and we'll put this in here. Again, I'm putting it on the lower one because you can see how high it sits here. So if I put it up too high, then the top will get all really dark brown. So we'll let that go. Let me see how much time I had to put it for. All right, it was like the other one, 55 minutes. So let's go ahead and up it to 55. I don't know why I had an extra minute there, but there we go. We'll let that go. And then after those 55 minutes, we'll peel off the top and then cook it for another 10 minutes, right? Yep. All right, so we'll see you guys then. Alright, so for the microwave one, my microwave is a 1200 watt microwave. The instructions are for a 1000 watt microwave. So I'm going to cook it at like a power level of 9 or maybe 8. Well, power level 9 will be slightly over 1000. Power level of 8 will be a little slightly below 1000. So we'll do it at power level 9 and then you cook for 10 minutes. And then after that, remove the cover, reduce it to 50%. So in my case, I'll probably reduce it to 40% and then cook for an additional 14 minutes. All right, so 50% would be a 500 watt power, I'm assuming. All right, anyways, so we'll do that later. But one thing to keep in mind, if your microwave is too small, this thing won't be able to spin around. So if that's the case, you might want to remove the plate. Otherwise, it's going to just hit the wall and just be stuck like doing that, okay? So you want to check your microwave, make sure that this whole tray will fit within the border of this glass plate. Otherwise, your thing's just going to get stuck and messed up, all right? So I would remove the plate if your microwave is too small and then just have it sideways sitting on top of that little middle spindle thingy. And then that way it should stay in one spot. I don't know if it's going to make a hole through this. I guess what you can do is, see, because that middle thing's going to keep spinning around, you can take your glass plate and you can probably turn it upside down like that and then put it on top, because otherwise that thing will keep spinning around underneath the lasagna tray and it might make a hole in it or something. I don't think it will make a hole in it, but it's better to be safe than sorry, okay? So you don't want to have your thing end up making a hole in there. Oops, I messed up. Let's get back in there. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we'll do that. Okay, so on this we'd have to do like you see how it has all these power levels? You might have to check your microwave on how to do that. So we do power level 9 and then we do 10 minutes. But I can't do it because they're on the same thing right now and it'll blow the fuse. So I'll wait till the baked one's done and then we'll do this. Alright, so it's finished. You can see the top is even already getting all brown. We're going to peel this off and then I'm going to move it up to the topper or the middle level. Since you can see it's even with it down here, it's already cooking a lot. So we're gonna now move it to the middle. I gotta be careful. Hopefully I don't drop this thing. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. Let's slide that off there. Good thing I didn't actually drop it. Now let's go ahead and grab this, put it back in here, and we're gonna put it for another 10 minutes. All right. So set it back up. Cancel that. Bake 375, start, and we'll do 10 more minutes. So let's get the timer down to 10. And there we go. We'll let that cook, and then yeah, we'll let it sit for 5 minutes and we'll start the microwave one. Okay, so it looks like it's already more than done. So let's turn this off and we'll let it go. See, because it sits so high, you see that? The top is pretty well done. Okay, anyways, we'll let that sit. Let's start up the microwave one and then we'll compare. Alright, so we're going to set the power level to 9. We're going to do 10 minutes. And we'll start. And let it go. Alright, so the 10 minutes finished. Let's open this up. And if I do 40%, it will actually be about 480 watts, I think. So let's go ahead and see here. That should be close enough to the 500 watts of 50%. So yeah, so remove film, and then we'll do that. So let's go ahead and pull this off. Oh, the film is much harder to remove on this one. It didn't like melt off like the oven one. Okay, so doing this with one hand is much harder. Okay, I'll hold the tray down with the other hand. Sorry about that. So you're getting a not too great view, but uh-oh, all the cheese is getting ripped off. I chose the wrong one to put in the fridge. Give me a second. Let me peel the cheese off and peel this the rest of the way. All right, there we go. So now we're going to do power level of 4, and then we're going to do 14 minutes and go. All right, we'll see how it looks when it's done. This is the one that was baked. You can see the top is pretty dark. But yeah, I don't know. When they show it in the picture, they didn't even brown the top. Alright, so we'll let that go, and then after it does, it says let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we're good to go. Alright, so the microwaved one is done, and it's already been sitting in there. You can see the top kind of got brown as well. Okay. Alright, let's take it out. So, let me try a little bit of each, and then we'll compare. Let me cut out a little chunk. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut a piece. I'm just going to use a fork here. Hopefully we can cut through it with the fork. No, I think I need a knife. I'll be back. Alright, let's cut it up. We're just going to get the corner pieces. You can see how gloopy it is, this one. Okay, the top. Okay. Alright, and let's scoop it out and see what we got. It's going to be difficult to get this out of the tray, isn't it? Let's get the edges. Okay, and we'll scoop this up. It's very liquidy inside on this one. Okay. So you can see the sauce is very liquidy there. Alright, so there we got the microwaved one. Let's go ahead and cut a piece of the baked one. Okay, so we'll do about the same. Alright, and we'll cut it in half here. Alright, get all the edges. Alright, and so let's see if I can scoop this out. I don't know with the camera in my way, but let's try. Okay. Alright, looks like the bottom of this one's also pretty liquidy, but less. Okay, as you can see. But that could also be because it sat a bit longer. Although I don't think that liquid's all going to absorb, even if I let it sit for a long time like the other one. Okay, this one sat pretty much the length of it, the time to cook the other one. Alright, so you can already tell huge difference. Okay, microwaved on the left, baked on the right. Let's move the trays out of the way, and then I'll be back. Alright, we're back. Let's take a look here. So first, let's try the baked one. Okay, so the baked one has a top that's more cooked. That's good lasagna. Let's try the microwaved one. Let's try and get a little bit of the part that looks like it was somewhat crispy on top. Okay. Honestly, if you don't care about this top, just microwave it. Pretty good. Try the baked one again. I'm actually, after that second bite, I noticed another difference. So let me try this again, and I'll let you know. Either way, it's delicious. The flavors are good. Okay. So, they have like a somewhat thick layer of cheese. In the microwaved one, the cheese turned a little bit more like rubbery texture when you chew it. This one, it's nicer texture. So, I mean, if you're in a hurry, microwave it. No big deal. It's still good. I prefer the baked version, but they're both really good. If you serve me either one, I'd be happy. So definitely give this lasagna a try. $6.50 a piece for each tray. Not bad. I think it's a great, delicious meal. And yeah, not really much else to say about it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.